Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another monthly EDC update video for you. I do these once a month. Every time that I'm late, I get emails. I'm doing this one day early. It is the 27th of February, I admit, is one day early. But I have a lot of stuff planned for over the weekend, and honestly, I forgot that February only has 28 days. It totally slipped my mind. So this is the only day I've got to cram this in. So let's get going because you guys seem to like them. I usually do 5 and then 2 secondaries, but it's wintertime. I usually have a knife like in my jacket and then one in my pocket, so they're all big. There aren't really any secondaries, so I'm just doing the 5 this time. That's it. We're doing a little bit different this month. And these are ones that I carry for myself. These are not ones that I carry just for review. I don't include those in my little spreadsheet of stuff. So let's get going. First up was, and in last place, but still in the top 5, so still good, the CRKT Pilar, the large Pilar. This is the D2 blacked out version. I just really like it. It's been a great knife. It's not that much larger than the regular Pilar, but man, it fits my hand good. I always say Jesper Voxnaes is my hand twin. Everything he makes, designs, is so comfortable, and man, it's just so comfortable. It's just excellent. Action on it is smoothed out to be very, very good. Centering is a tick off now, but not bad. I honestly don't even remember. I didn't go back to watch my own review if it was like that when I got it or not. But I will say one problem I've had with this, and I'll just cover this quickly. Parsons Blade Works, you can find him on Instagram, also makes awesome Benchmade bug out scales, which I'll be doing a video on that this weekend. He makes phosphor bronze washers for the Pilar. I intended to use them on this one. I had not fully disassembled this before, and I got Loctite hell. I think it's on this screw and this screw. Can't get them off. And my soldering iron burned out, so I couldn't heat them up. So I haven't done that. I put them on my S35VN Blade HQ exclusive one, which is probably the best use for them because it's the most expensive one. They do make a difference. They are really nice. Again, that will be in another video. But I wish I could have put them on this because it's the one I carry the most. But I can't get it apart until I buy a new soldering iron. So be making a Harbor Freight run shortly. But other than that, this thing has been awesome. I just do really like it. For $50, I do think it's great, especially in this D2 one. As always, wish the blade wasn't coated, but there you have it. Next up would be, this is the knife I've been carrying kind of more for my gentlemanly sort of carry, the Boost Blade Smoke. It's very slim and slender, works great in kind of dressy clothes and stuff. It is not a small knife, though. A lot of my gents carry kind of knives are usually 3 inches or under. This is absolutely not, and it is not inexpensive, $220. If you guys watched the video I did a couple days ago with my daughter guessing prices of knives, when I flipped this open, she called it terrifying. And that's probably how some of your coworkers are going to feel if you whip this sucker out. It is a long knife. It's just a long, kind of stabby looking knife. But I do love it. I love the front flipper. They're fun to play with. I don't care what anybody says. Are they needed? No, but they're fun. So who cares? This is the titanium M390 version I got from Boost. They had the Blade HQ one with carbon and M390. I didn't get that. I didn't know that was coming. I'd already ordered this one, so I'm happy with this, though. I think I would like this better than the carbon just because it makes a really good noise. Carbon often doesn't make a great noise, so I like that little snappy noise. I love this knife. It's been awesome. Don't regret my purchase whatsoever. Next up, this has probably been my most common user, I would say, as I'm trying to get around. I moved my tripod again, so I'm having a really hard time flicking knives open. This is the Steel Wheel Piercer, D2 steel. This is the titanium frame lock version. That's $110. Don't buy this one. I had this and the liner lock version side by side. The liner lock version is much more inexpensive, like $68 instead of $110. Get that one. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. And titanium frame lock, even with D2 steel at $110.99 is worth it. I'm not saying this knife isn't worth it, but you're getting 90% of the knife at $68 for a lot less. But I love this thing. It's just so comfortable in the hand. Very slicey blade. The cheaper one has the exact same blade. Thin enough behind the edge. Very tall flat grind. As the name would indicate, it's very piercy. I really like it. The only thing that started to bother me about it is the pocket clip is a bit, not putting it in the pocket slides around. Pulling it out, sometimes it catches a little bit. The tension on it's a little high. I could probably loosen that a little bit, but I haven't bothered to yet. But great knife from Steelwell. One of my favorites they've come out with recently. They've been knocking out of the park, though. If you guys just saw the Lanner, you're probably going to see the Lanner in the next month update, because I've been carrying the Lanner since I got it a little bit more often than this. But not a whole lot, obviously, because it still made the list at number 3. At number 2, I think this was in last month's, Spyderco Capara. Still loving it. Still probably my favorite Spyderco I own at the moment. Just very fun to play with. The action has just gotten ridiculously smooth on this. It's just been a great knife. Yes, it is dirty, because it is meant for food prep, and I do use it for that a fair amount. And I still have not cleaned it since you saw that video with my daughter. That's a Snickers bar. Yeah, I cut a Snickers bar in half. Don't judge. I forgot to clean it off. But yeah, ergonomics awesome. Everything's great about this. And a slender carry. I will carry it sometimes, even gentlemanly sort of, instead of the boost smoke, because when you have it closed, it is a fairly slender, gentlemanly looking sort of thing. It's a bit big, but not much. Loving it. And last up, this is going to be a short little video for you guys tonight, because again, I'm just doing the 5. The ZT 0562 tie. Yep, it's still my number 1 pocket champion. I'm still in love with this thing. It's just, I love that sound that it makes. I just can't get past that sound. Every time I flick it out, I have to put it in my pocket. Every time I hear that noise, it goes in my pocket. It's just, I like the pocket clip. I love the ergonomics. The blade is not the sliceyest thing on the planet, but neither's the boost really. But it's just, it works plenty well enough. 20 CV steel, and it's just that deployment, that action, I can't get past. And it's, as I said in the review of this, it is the largest knife that I would EDC, like to the millimeter almost. If it was a 1/4 inch larger in any dimension, I wouldn't want it. But this, it isn't. It's just, it fits the absolute most I'd want to carry. Now, I think when summer comes around, this isn't going to get carried as much, because it's not exactly a lightweight, and it is $280. So I do think about that sometimes, but it is a full production model, so it's not like, yeah, it's $280, but if something happened to it, A, ZT has a great warranty, B, I can get another one. But I think what will knock it out of the pocket more during the summer is the weight, which is, I don't remember off the top of my head, so I want to, there we go. Yeah, 5.4 ounces. I like stuff more around 4 during the summer, because I'm wearing lighter weight clothing. I go from jeans to, camping pants and stuff like that, so it may not continue its reign of supremacy. God, I think, I want to say this is 3 months in a row this has been my most carried knife. You'd have to go back and watch my own videos, because I don't remember. But it's been at least 2, I know. I know it was last month. I have no flaws with this thing so far. It's still just thoroughly impressing me. And it's still enough to satisfy me that someday I'll get another XM18. I had the 3-inch. I should have got the 3.5. This is the size of the 3.5-inch Hinderer XM18. It's kind of modeled after the Hinderer XM18 slicer blade. Someday I'll get another real one with a finger choil. But this is keeping me satisfied for now. So that's it. Short little video for you guys tonight. Not a whole lot. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.